Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I am really excited to share this video with you all today. I don't think I've ever been this excited. We finally redid our daughter's room and it had been a couple of years. It was definitely time to redo their room. So let's go ahead and just get started so I can show you all the changes that we made to the room. Okay, so this is our older three daughters' bedroom. Now you see only two beds. Yes, there's three. Right now the younger two are sharing a bed. We're eventually going to get another bed that goes under here so that this becomes a trundle bed. But this is what it looks like before, and because this is not a clean with me, I'm gonna obviously clean it before we start doing the makeover for this room. But I wanted to show you quickly an overview, and as you can tell, my toddler got to their toy bin over there. That's part of the toy rotation, so she got to that. I'll have to fix that. And then this is the closet. And one thing that I do want to mention is my husband and I used to always get on to the older three because this room was always a mess. No matter what cleaning routine we had, it's always a mess. But I feel bad because we really weren't setting them up for success, if you will. We didn't really have a system for them. We really don't still. That's what I want to implement into this makeover, is we didn't have certain spots for them to put their things. So they'd have, like, for instance, there's like a nail polish over there, but they didn't have anywhere else to put it. They don't have it's not organized, in other words, for them. So that's what we want to work on in this makeover, so that they have spots to put like their necklaces, their wallets, you know, all of their things to put away. So this is the area, and as you can tell, this dresser is gonna have to go. I guess we could paint it, but this dresser has to be, I don't know, maybe 70, 80 years old, and it's falling apart already. If you try to move it, it needs to go already. And as you can tell, there is some artwork there for us. So instead of painting it, we are going to switch it out for this dresser that we found at Target. And my husband's gonna put it together so we can bring it in here. Probably before I start the cleaning process, he's just gonna work on the dresser. We can bring it in here. And then we're gonna obviously switch out all of the sheets and all. And then I'm thinking we are gonna keep this area here so we can keep their books there. That's worked out very nicely. That has kept organized. And then we're going to switch out all of these bins and then just put in some new ones. So anyway, I don't want to give too much information out as far as what we're doing for the makeover. And then as far as the wall art, we're gonna take that off and then probably switch out those letters. Those letters have been there honestly for like 3-4 years now, 3 years maybe. They painted them when we first came into this condo we moved in. So I'm gonna put the same letters actually, but I'm going to paint them to match the letters that we have. I'm sorry, to match the same color of the decor here. So same BK, and then I'll probably take off those pictures. As you can tell, they're ready to get taken off. We need to either paint them or, I don't know, I'll probably take them down. And then I'll take off that as well. And I'm gonna keep it simple on the wall. I do like the simple look here, the minimal look. So we're gonna stick with that. But this is the before. I'm so excited to show you all the things that we picked up to do the makeover for our girls in here, and they are really excited. And I'm super excited because right now they're with their mom, so when they get back, they're going to see the room makeover and they are going to freak. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm going to clean this up before I show you all. And before we do the cleaning though, I am going to move this out and my husband's going to put the new one in here. So let's get started.
Show you what a good time looks like. You can't do better.
Alright, my husband is installing the curtain rod that we picked up at IKEA, and when he finishes this, I'm going to start working on some paper mache letters. Now these are the letters that you saw that they had on the wall before, but I picked up some new ones and I'll be using this conch shell and the Minted Aqua color to paint over them. Now the ones that they had done before, I let them do it on their own, and it's cute and all, but I wanted the room to look a little more put together. So I'm doing these letters for them, just the pink, and then I'll be doing the aqua polka dots on top.
Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it, you can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better.
find my circle sponge brush anywhere. I looked for it everywhere and couldn't find it, so I just used my husband's screwdriver and a napkin on top of it. And either way, I didn't want the circles to look so perfect. I liked that they came out the way that they did. You have to use what you have, right? And I did not feel like going to the store just to get that. So I'm just gonna mark all of these with the polka dots and then let them dry so I can continue on.
'Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel.
I mentioned at the beginning of this video that we had not set up our daughters for success. We didn't have a lot of areas for them to put their things other than the bins that were underneath the books. So I picked up this 3-drawer organizer and I'm just painting it pink. It was a little difficult painting over the plastic, but it worked out just fine and it turned out very nicely. So now they have a spot for their necklaces, and I feel bad for getting onto them for not having put away their necklaces or bracelets. They just didn't have a spot for them, but now they do. I'm using the command strips for the letters, and the ones that were on the wall before had those as well, and they lasted for a couple of years. Like I said, I had not taken them down, so I know that they work. You just have to make sure that you put the wall side, as I showed you a minute ago, facing you. And I just used one per letter and they held up very well.
Doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand.
Look how dusty it was behind those letters. If you like these sticker decals, I found them at the Dollar Tree for just $1 and they held up very well. A few of the sides of the stickers, like the ears, were kind of starting to flip up, but again, they'd been there for a couple of years. I think that's pretty good, and for just $1, you really can't beat that. I tried going back to find a different design to see if one would match the decor that I'm putting up now, but they really didn't. So if you like those, go check out your Dollar Tree to see if they have them. As you can tell, I'm just estimating where these letters go. I did not measure them, and they came out just fine aside from the K being just a little bit crooked, but I do fix that. And in between each letters, I'm putting the canvas that I found at Target that says everyone's different, but everyone's different, everyone belongs. And I just think it goes so well with our family, the fact that we are blended and I've got stepdaughters. I just want them to feel like they belong, and I've made it a point very recently especially to make sure that they know that they belong. So the fact that I found that at Target, I thought it was just perfect for their room.
Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Same question always. I'm getting tired. We could have breakfast, counting your fragments.
We bought this pinboard for our daughters a couple of years ago so that they could put up their paintings or drawings or whatever they wanted to put on there, but it ended up falling since we did not put them with nails. I think we just put them with thumbtacks on the wall, and it ended up falling, so we just put it behind the bed and figured we'd put it up later, which we didn't ever do. So this time around I'm painting it so it matches the decor, and my husband's going to be putting it up with nails. The reason we didn't put it up with nails initially was because we didn't want to be putting holes in the wall since we are renting, but in this case my husband's just going to cover those holes when it comes time for us to move. Alright, and it's finally time to get this old dresser out of the room. It served its purpose, but I was so afraid that it was going to fall on one of the girls from how wobbly it was. And my husband had already put up one of the panels just to make sure that the length was what I wanted. And yes, I did want it to be over the windowsill so it wouldn't be dragging on the floor. And instead of ironing them, I'm using the steamer. I do wish that I would have done the steamer maybe, I don't know, like against the wall or something, because it was a little hard with there not being anything in the back. So it didn't come out as, I guess, straight, or it didn't take out as many wrinkles as I would have liked. And then you'll see here in a little bit that I did burn myself. So a tip for those of you that don't use a steamer as often like I do, I don't use a steamer as often as I should maybe, but I tilted it a little bit and the hot water landed on my finger and it burned. It is very hot, so just a tip for you all, don't tilt it like I do right there.
Myself to hold my hand, standing in the shadows of where we have been, sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we.
Alright, and I picked up this mustard yellow lamp that I found from Target, and you're probably wondering why that color. Well, you'll see here in a minute when I show you the sheets that they match the little flowers that are on the sheets, and I thought that it would just kind of bring out that color a little bit more, and it definitely did. You'll notice that this mattress is a little bit lower than the other bed, and that is because this bed does not, it's not made for just a single mattress. You're supposed to have the box spring and all, but when I purchased this mattress, I thought it was a set and it was not. So my husband just put a few more slats on the bottom for now until we get her a box spring. But y'all, you're not gonna believe this, but that bed is over 100 years old. We do have a lot of furniture that was passed down from family, and I love that. And it is still in really good shape, so we want to keep it. I'll just be purchasing the box spring so that it will raise the mattress a little bit for her. Don't you just love the feeling of new pillows? Y'all, are our daughters the only ones that have a million blankets and snuggles on their bed? I don't even know how they sleep on that bed with so many things on there.
One. You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one. 'Cause we're 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 dancing as one.
You're gone now, will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart.
I was so excited to finally get rid of these bins. They were falling apart. They like to take out the bin and the whole bin and sit in their room and play with whatever's in there. But I'm trying to help them, to show them that they can just open the bin, take out what they need to get, and put it back.
I hope I'll be something that you want.
The top shelf of their closet actually wasn't that bad. It was just a few board games and boxes, as well as their remote control Jeeps. So kind of along the same lines as I mentioned earlier of trying to set them up for success, I did find some bins that I'm going to be putting up there where they can put a few of their items, whether it's coloring books or colors or whatever it is that doesn't fit in those bins that are underneath the books. They can put them in those bins, and each one of them will have their own.
Inside the noise.
Y'all, I have heard a lot of moms here on YouTube talking about how they stress over having to do everyone's laundry in the house, but let me tell you, kids are very capable of doing their own laundry. You just have to show them how. And I'm not talking, 4 or 5-year-olds. I understand they cannot reach the washer and they're just a little still too young, but I have a 7-year-old and I have an 11-year-old that help to do the laundry, and all three of them wash their own clothes, they hang their own clothes, they fold their own clothes. And of course I had to show them. My mom showed me at a very young age, and I'm so appreciative of that. It really helps them to be more independent and to learn how to take care of their things, to hang their clothes, and if something falls on the floor, they'll pick it up, put it back on the hanger. But once a month or every couple of weeks, I'll come in the closet and I will help them by organizing whether it's like short sleeves or long sleeves. So that's what I was doing, just kind of getting everything back in its place.
Oh, you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind.
My mother-in-law bought them these little boxes off of Etsy for Christmas last year, and they are so cute. I forgot that they had them. They were actually in one of their toy bins. So instead of having them put away, I'm gonna keep them out here on their dresser, and that's another spot that they can put either their necklaces or bracelets. And I also forgot that I had picked up these keepsake boxes for each one of them. I found them at Dollar General for like $2, and actually I think I found them on sale for half off, and they're perfect for all of their like birthday cards. They didn't have a spot for those either, so now this is another spot they can put. We write letters to them, so they can put like their letters and all. And finally, the last touch for this room is going to be this rug that I found at Target. I believe this was like $40 or $50, but it was perfect for this room, and I want you to see a close-up of the detail on this rug. I really like all of the colors, and I think it just is a nice pop to this room.
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future.
And now for the final reveal. I am so pleased with how it turned out, and I hope you all liked it as well. My daughters got here this past weekend and walked into the room and came out screaming, saying that they loved the transformation, and they are also very determined on keeping it clean now that they have a spot for everything. But thank you all so much for stopping by. Again, I hope that you enjoyed this transformation, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck. side.